Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to my simple nether base tutorial. It's got everything you need to live in the nether. It does not have a bed. You guys will find out later in the video what happens when you put a bed in the base. You got a nice little brew room, obviously, because you're going to need that. You got some brewing stands right here. And again, it's just a little simple starter nether base. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, to build your simple nether base, you're going to need to be in the nether, of course. If you want to build this in the overworld and you're a weird person, you probably shouldn't do that. But I mean, hey, you know, I'm not one to judge. I'm not one to judge. You're not weird, but that's just a little bit, you know, why are you watching? I don't know. But start off by taking your stone brick and placing it in a circle like this. You're gonna do 3, one diagonal, and then another 3. You've probably seen this house design, but it's gonna be a little bit modified for the nether. You want to extend this out 2 more blocks right here. You'll end up with a shape like that if you want to pause it. Break this block right here. And as you can see, this is going to be something super extreme. Actually, you want it to be that long. So total of 4. You want to take your iron door and you want to place it on the outside of this block. So if you want to do nether brick stairs, or not nether brick stairs, just nether brick for the interior block, feel free. It'll look nice. And on the top of here, I'm just going to fill this in with blocks like that. And then we're going to take some, oh, where are they? Iron trapdoors. Going with the very secure theme here. Not sure what's happening with all that. I just have my render distance down because I'm recording, but apparently it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that at all. Did we already put the... Nope, we didn't put the slabs on top. Put the slabs on top right there. And then just take your trapdoors, line the top like that. You'll have a very nice entryway. If you want to put this here, you can. Ooh. Hey, I got new noises. Cool. If you want to take some stairs that are cobblestone, and you just want to place them down, that's going to be your next step here. You want to get down to about right there. Perfect, and then break out the inside of this all the way down. I'm gonna grab a torch here so you guys can see what the heck's going on. That we'll just put 3 torches here for now. We might actually leave those for lighting. Not exactly sure yet. We'll see how this base goes. But for now, put torches there because you're gonna need to see what you're doing. And as you can see, I've just sort of lit some fires around just so you guys can see, and it makes a nice little relaxing noise, I think. We're gonna take your your stone brick. We're gonna bring those supports down right here. And then for the wall material, we're going to use quartz blocks because you can't get quartz in the nether, and I think they look quite nice for a wall block. Very white and very just pure looking, and you know, it's a nice contrast when you're in hell, right? I would like to assume, well actually we're in the nether, my bad. And then if you just want to do it for your entryway too, you can go ahead and do that as well. There we go. Perfect. Nether base is coming along nicely. And now the next step is going to be building windows. So if you are on PC, luckily you can do something like that, but if you're not, you can't, so don't do that. But around here, put your half slabs. Now, of course, you're not just going to leave it like this. You're in the nether. This is way more high security. You can't do that, but since this is going to be for all editions of Minecraft, I'm just going to show you how you can do it there. So you just want to place these iron trapdoors all around like this, and then on your center block, you want to build it up. It doesn't have to be like exactly... Or it does have to be exactly in the center, but you don't have to actually keep that thing there. And then you can go ahead and place these right here. And then you have little 1-block spaces. So again, you're just going to have to put a slab. I mean, you know, again, this is a nether base. It's not supposed to be some super pretty looking thing. It's supposed to be a freaking fortress you can survive all the nether enemies at or on. Oh, there we go. Got the stair in the right place. Gonna have to break that. Put that thing back. Perfect. Now you have the outside of your build done. If you want to make it look nice and fancy, you can do that by putting some stairs right here. Let's see. Just to make even more contrast, let's just go ahead and let's just replace these blocks right here with cobblestone. So again, I'm just sort of showing you what you guys can do. You guys can make it look nice and fancy if you want. If you just think it's another base and it doesn't need to look fancy, that's also completely fine. Not going to judge you, but you know, some people like to make their builds look nice or whatever, and you know, I'm one of those people. Then in the corners here, I'm actually just going to do it like that. Make the stair face that support right there. Now it looks a little bit better. Looks like a nether fortress. Looks like something you could survive something serious in, right? If you want to have a little bit of a patio here, you could do that. You could take some fence and we'll just do some nether brick fence. I know that nether brick's kind of a pain to get if you can't find a fortress. I actually, maybe you can smelt. Can you smelt nether brick? I don't even know how that stuff works. But we're just going to do a little bit of an overhang right here. And that's just to give your build, just to give yourself a little bit of security here. Can I, no? Wait, what was I trying to do? Oh yeah, I was just trying to do, I don't know why I was struggling with that so much. Now, we can come to the inside of the build. You can see, you have a nice little walkway. You can come in here, and let's get started on the inside. So I'm going to grab all the materials you're going to need for this interior part. Go ahead and light it back up, put the torches up there. Or you could do them like that if you want to have even more lighting. That would be even better. But since it is so dark in here, maybe you want to have just like a ridiculous amount of lighting. And that's okay too. You can also do that. And put a torch right there. You can't because that's a solid block. But that's okay. I'm going to grab all the materials for the inside of here. You do want to pick a floor material. I'm going to go with nether brick. But again, if you guys don't have any nether brick and you want to make it like another material, cobblestone would also actually work because it's in another part of the build. But I'm going to grab everything for the inside and come right back. Also on the outside, I was thinking, how can we make this look a little bit better? Because sometimes when I'm on camera, I can't think as well. And I haven't designed this build before pre-hand, so we've just taken out that thing right there. Yeah, that's proper grammar. Put those right there, and then of course, do not forget this. Do not forget this. You need a lever right here, just so that you can, well, actually, hold on. Let me think about this a little bit more. Take a button. Ooh, there we go. A stone button. And put it right there, and then as well put a stone button right here. The way you can just get in and out, no big deal. In and out, in and out. All right, now let me grab the materials for the inside, and I'll be right back. You know, honestly, I just wanted to see what a bed would do because I thought it'd be funny, and I was gonna make sure it wasn't too big for the recording. And well, I put the bed down, and that happened. So let me fix that. Let me fix that. Also, guys, I don't know if I mentioned this, but build these 3 slabs across right there. I did actually rebuild the whole thing, so that was actually pretty funny. Now let me grab the interior materials, and I'll be right back. So I'm so sorry, guys. I know that didn't take a long time for you, but it just took like 15 minutes. I had to figure out how to rebuild it again. On the underside, if you wanted to add some depth to the top, something doesn't seem right there. Yeah, that's right, because of that block right there. Well, if you wanted to make it even, I guess, from the top and the bottom, if you're OCD. If you're OCD like me, could do that, and that would technically make it even. It would make it look even from the underside, of course, and then you'd have to put that block there. Now, let's put the torches back, finally, and you can't do a torch there, but that's actually okay. Now, finally, we're at the point where we can build the inside, so let me grab those materials and come right back. All right, now that all that fun stuff is done, we are basically going to do something super cool here. We're going to take some glowstone, which I totally forgot to grab. We can put the armor stands. We'll do those right here, just so you have 3 sets of armor here. You can take some item frames and put those above right here, like that. And you can put your 3 most used swords. So let's just say you ran. I don't know why you'd have a wooden sword here. You'd have this sword. All right. You'd have your famous wooden sword, and then you'd have your you'll have your diamond axe. I don't know why. I just randomly chose those 3 things. Now let's grab glowstone. And continue on with the build. So now that you're finally in the nether and you're finally watching the nether build tutorial, you probably have glowstone. So take your glowstone. You can see this broke into the outside right here. So we're gonna, okay, actually that's cool. It opens for me too. It's like it knows I'm in creative. Let's take some slabs and we're just gonna remedy this right now. So we're just gonna put 3 slabs right there on the end of the build. That's just gonna cover up those areas where if we put some chest storage, they're not gonna totally screw everything up. And it's gonna look nice right here. Those blocks already covered, so we can just put, quartz there. And then at the top of this, now this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool. We're gonna take the stair, and it won't actually look any different from the outside, but you'll be able to open that top chest. So now you have 3 chests. And you could do the same thing on this wall right here if you wanted to. You're gonna need an ender chest in here. You're gonna need furnaces. So let's grab the furnaces. And of course, you cannot forget this. Even though we are all the way in the nether, things still gotta look good, guys. Because if they don't look good, you're not gonna be happy, and you're just gonna get all sad. And no one likes being sad, all right? That's not a good thing. So you gotta have blue orchids to remind you of your home. This will just remind you of home. You could take 2 pictures, but don't. I repeat, don't ever put a bed. Someone told me that, and I knew that because I played this game for a little bit. Come on, I should have known better. I just wanted to see how big the explosion was. I was like, hey, it'll be small, but no, it blew up the entire freaking thing. And I just spit on my monitor. That's nice. Okay, but in the middle of right here, we're just going to make a brewing room. So we're just going to dig this out some ways. And then if I'm correct, we can not do that. So let's not do that, actually. Let's take a stair here, and let's just depress this one into the ground. Then that way we just have a 3 high ceiling, because I don't want to deal with this, like, actually we need to go down. We must go further. So let's do it like that, and then bring these quartz down right here. Let's grab some torches so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. I'm not gonna need any more chests. Actually, I will need more chests. That's something I will need for sure. Let's grab some torches just for right now, just for some temporary lighting so you guys can see what's going on Right here, I've done down 2 stairs because we want to fill in this top block with something so that we can have a material. I'm not going to need any more cobblestone stairs. So now we can go ahead and do the floor down here, just so that, you know, everything's a little bit easier. I'm not used to building in the Nether, and it's not that much different, but it's just weird being in the Nether, if that makes sense. Like, it's not my typical build area, if that makes any sense. So it's just like I'm like breaking these blocks, and my brain's like, well, it's supposed to be stone. What's going on here? And you know, brain, I do not know what's going on in you half the time, but that's okay. That's okay. So again, we're just making a nice little. Ooh, that was a perfect place, and I went one too far. We're gonna go ahead and break out this block right here. We're gonna break out this block right here, and then we're gonna take some glowstone. We're gonna grab that, and we're gonna put the glowstone right here. We're gonna choose a material for the ceiling too, of course. Don't worry, don't worry. So again, just making sure it's not breaking. If it breaks up like to the ground or anything, you can just fill it in with a block. It really won't matter. Just like make it look natural from above. And then we're gonna come right here. We're gonna take our soul sand and we're gonna place it. Oh, there we go. And we're going to place it right here as well. And then if you brought some normal wood, which you should have, you can go ahead and, well, actually, let's see. For the material, let's go ahead and grab the quartz. Do it right here. And make sure the background is your quartz block. Your quartz block. You don't want to choose anything else. You got to keep some congruency in your builds. Fun fact, builder's fact. You got to keep congruency. If you don't have congruency, then you might as well just not play the game because it's gonna look weird, and that could be bad. And since it's like a clean room-esque type, since it's like a clean room type thing, we're just going to, and of course this has to be filled in as well because we just figured out that that's actually, wait. Oh, yeah, that is the top block. Never mind. I was like, hey, we didn't even have to do that, but we did. And it may be a little bit like different for you if you're building on a different world, obviously. If you guys want to know this world, seeds right here, Minecraft 1 point. That's the seed, and then the coordinates are right there. So it's 44, 71, -8. But I'm on Minecraft 1.11.2, so it might be a little bit different for you guys. So I'm gonna take some trapdoors here. Again, just make it a little bit of a brewery because you are in the Nether, and of course this is not illegal. If you're in the Nether, you can actually have these legally, I think. I hope. Otherwise, I've been doing a lot of things very wrong. Very, very wrong. From the outside of here, if you want to just do this, you could do, you know, just to signify it's a brewing area. You could take some more brewing stands, and you could put them right here. Next, we're going to need a cauldron, which I totally got rid of inadvertently. And we can just break out this area right here. Put 3 Nope, wrong block. I got rid of the cauldron again. Look at me, I'm on fire. Look at me, I'm on fire. Not actually on fire. Don't look at me. Don't need those trapdoors. We can go ahead and just break that out right there. You can just go ahead and put 3 cauldrons down here. Bring 3 buckets of water because you do not have water. You can't place water in the Nether, guys. If you're familiar with Minecraft, that won't go over very smoothly. So don't do that. That could actually be very detrimental. Let's take some stairs that are made of quartz. Let's put that right there. Just make it as painless as possible. I know. It's not 3 high for like half a block right here, but that's okay. That's okay. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you want to see more Nether-based tutorials like this, leave a like below. Let's try to get 1,000 likes in this little short tutorial. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys want to see, like a lava house, like a bigger one of these. I don't know what you guys want to see, but you definitely also want to put some armor on these puppies. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. That's going to be your like armory area. You could also put some more chests in here and put some stuff. But this is just a little beginner tutorial, a beginner Nether base if you need one. My advice would be make it near your Nether portal so that you're not like running from gas and you have to run in here. You can build it right next to it, I guess, if you want, but I just don't like the noise. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to my channel and you want to see more builds like this in the overworld and Nether, click that subscribe button and let me know in the comment section below what you guys want to see because I love building your suggestions. And I think it's just awesome, like responding to the community and seeing what they want to be built. And I try and please you guys on that front. I'm just thinking of like things I could do. You could put more furnaces up there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.